Hello everyone. In this Power BI lecture, we will discuss about the measure in Power BI. So Power BI measure is also known as calculated measure, which defines the calculation within a DAX model, allowing users to derive aggregate values from multiple rows in a table. By using DAX expression, this calculated measure compute new values based on the existing data within Power BI. So when to use measure or when not to use measure. Measures are preferred for aggregation or calculation that rely on user selection or filter. For example, user use measures to compute total sales, average profit margin or year-to-year growth rates or products based on various criteria. But when not to use, for simple calculation, use calculated columns rather than the measure because the calculated columns are less computationally intensive since they are pre-computed and saved, whereas the measure are recalculated each time they are displayed, which requires more CPU power. Now let's see how we can create and use measure in our Power BI visual. So for this we will navigate to the Power BI. So first of all we will calculate the gross margin percentage. In the last video, if you remember, that in calculated column we calculated the gross margin, and using the measure we will calculate the gross margin percentage. So how we can calculate? So for this we will create a new measure, and here we will write divide, and we will first provide the numerator. So first it is sum of gross margin. So for first we will select table and we will select the gross margin column. We can use the calculated column in measure. So now we will close the bracket of sum, and then we will write the sum of sales amount. So for this we will select from the table column sales column, and we will close the bracket of divide. So I will give the proper name as gross margin percentage. Now if I will use this measure in visual, you can see it is showing 0.33%. It is showing in decimal. Now to convert it into a decimal number, you can go to the format option. From here you can select the percentage, and now it is converted to the percentage. For example, here we have provided sum table 1 total. So if I will create a measure called total gross margin, is equal to sum of table 1, and I will select the gross margin and I will enclose. So we got the total gross margin. Similarly, we will create total sales amount equal to sum of table 1 and select the sales amount. Now commit this formula. So we got two measures. Now we can use in the gross margin percentage. So I will remove this one. So I can use total gross margin, and here I will remove the, so here I will use total sales amount, and I will check the box. It will also show the same result. So that's all for today. We will see you on next video. There we will see how to use quick measure. Thank you so much.